What if I told you that this army of sandals and spears conquered the ancient world? Today, we're breaking down the Roman legion, unit by unit, in stunning 10mm miniatures. The Republican Roman army grew out of centuries of conflict and adaptation. In early Rome, armies were citizen militias. Wealthy landowners brought their own weapons, and poorer men fought with whatever they had. After Rome became a republic in 509 BC, wars with neighboring tribes forced a more organized approach. Initially, Rome copied the Greek hoplite phalanx, but Italy's rough terrain and diverse enemies demanded flexible tactics. By the 4th century BC, the manipular legion was born. Soldiers were arranged by age, wealth, and experience. Units were grouped into maniples, small tactical blocks that could maneuver independently, and they would be arranged in a checkerboard formation, allowing Rome to fight more dynamically. Allies from other Italian states provided extra infantry and cavalry. This army defeated rivals like the Samnites and Etruscans, and later stood up to Carthage in the Punic Wars. The Republican army you see today in miniatures is a transitional force, still citizen-based, but disciplined, flexible, and deadly, the foundation of Rome's military dominance. Our story starts with the velites. These were the youngest and poorest Roman citizens, lightly armed but quick on their feet. Their job? Run forward and harass the enemy with javelins, then dart back behind the heavier troops. Picture wolfskin helmets, round small shields, and very little armor. These guys were expendable, but essential for softening up the enemy. Behind them stood the hastati, the first line of heavy infantry. These were young men starting their careers as true legionaries. They carried a large scutum shield, heavy pila, and the iconic gladius, a short sword built for stabbing. If velites were the harassers, hastati were the battering ram, absorbing the initial enemy charge. Next up, the principes. These were more experienced, better equipped soldiers who formed the second line. They wore mail armor, plumed helmets, and carried the same deadly combo of pila and gladius. When the hastati got tired or pushed back, the principes stepped up and turned the tide. And then we have the triarii. These older, battle-hardened veterans were the legion's ultimate insurance policy. They knelt behind the other lines, spears planted, ready to hold the line if everything went wrong. There's even an old Roman saying, "It's come to the triarii," meaning this is desperate. Roman citizens rich enough to own horses served as equites, the cavalry. They weren't knights in shining armor, but light horsemen, perfect for scouting, flanking, and chasing down fleeing enemies. They were elite, but few. The majority of cavalry actually came from Rome's Italian allies, the Latin horsemen, known for their skill and speed. Likewise, the Latin infantry, or soci, filled out Rome's numbers. They often fought in their own units, called alai, stationed on the wings of the Roman lines. A Roman legion wasn't just a mob of soldiers, it was a disciplined hierarchy, including consuls, legatus, centurions, or standard bearers. So now let's imagine it like this. Light skirmishers in the front, hastati in the first line, principes in the second, triarii crouched in reserve, the cavalry and allies guarding the flanks. It's a beautifully organized checkerboard formation, giving Rome the ability to rotate fresh troops into battle and outlast enemies. And there you have it, the Republican Roman legion, the perfect balance of flexibility, discipline, and efficiency. The Legionary! Hey everybody, Sam here from HomeFront Wargaming, and I just wanted to end this video by saying thank you so much to everybody who has taken the time out of their busy day to watch my content so far. I never thought that anybody would be interested in my Wargaming videos, but I'm really appreciative of the fact that this week we hit 1,000 views. And so that is a huge milestone for me to know that 1,000 people have sat down and watched my videos, and I know for a fact that a good portion of that is probably just my friends or family, and I really, really appreciate you guys as well. I want you to know that. And so if you enjoyed this video on Meet the Romans, then go ahead and check out our Rome versus Carthage series. And next week, we are going to sit down and we're going to dive into the Carthaginian army. And I think that that is going to be a lot of fun because they're just such a cool mixed army with Hannibal at the lead. So thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart and Homefront Wargaming. We appreciate you. and tune in next week. Thank you, guys.